Welcome to your doom.
Sega Mega Drive. Got one? Now you can get Mega CD. Clunk, click, take a trip on 500 megabytes. Whoa!
Okay, Altered Beast. Altered Beast. Classic. Power Up. Or Rise from Your Grave.
Power Up.
Altered Beast is a classic. Came out in 1990. When you turn into the wolf guy, that's just fucking awesome, innit? Enter the time when men were warriors and gods ruled the world. A time of good against evil. A place of danger. Summoned by Zeus to rescue Athena, you will infiltrate the underworld with the power to transform into mythical creatures with supernatural strength. The evil guy at the end who just appears at the end of every level and then says those lines. Welcome to your doom.
Welcome to your doom.
It's just a quality game. Is Altered Beast. One for your collection. It's a must-have. A must-have in your collection. Altered Beast coming in at #1. Right, it's time for the Baileys. A bit more Baileys. I'm gonna sort of dust this off, I think. What doesn't kill you gives you XP. God, I've started to get a bit of a taste for Baileys recently. It's up there, isn't it? It's up there. Bit of Baileys. Right then, so today is Retro Arrival Day. So we've got new arrivals. Look, I've got a couple of new arrivals coming. So fire away then with the first arrival. Which one shall I go for here? We'll go for this one first. So the first game up then, because you got to keep topping your retro collection. You got to keep buying retro. The first game up then is for the Super Nintendo, King Arthur's World. What a game King Arthur's World is. Now look at this. Do you dare venture to the darkest corners of the Dark Ages? Yeah, evil has darkened every part of this world, from the endless labyrinth of caverns beneath the mountains to the mythical kingdom in the clouds. But it's basically like it's a conqueror type game, but you've got your little table of contents at the bottom there. So you've got your archers, you've got your warriors, and you know, the main aim of the game is to just conquer the level basically and conquer your opponents. But yeah, 7 different troop types. I remember playing this years and years ago and just being hooked on it. So I thought, you know what, why have I not got King Arthur's World in my collection? But that looks all good, in good condition. But yeah, King Arthur's World. Just going back to try to remember it. I remember it being quite a tactical game, quite strategic. You know, you've got to place your archers in the right place, make sure you can bring down buildings and stuff. If you like that sort of game, that strategy type game, King Arthur's World is highly recommended. I would recommend King Arthur's World to anyone. Let's have a look then what we got. Right, we've got another one then. It's a big package this. This could be anything. What have I been buying? Quality. Right. Now, Krusty's Super Funhouse. Now, this is another game that is very, very addictive. If you've not played Krusty's Super Funhouse, another one I'd highly recommend. Because you've got the little mice and you've just got to guide them into basically being splattered by Krusty's hammer. Do you know, a lot of Simpsons games are pretty shit, in all honesty. Look, Bart versus the Space Mutants, That's a good one for your collection. That goes way back to NES days. Bart vs Space Mutants. I really enjoyed that one. But Krusty's Super Funhouse for me is the best. So yeah, proper geek on. Give me geek on over this, look. When did it come out? What year did this come out? 1992? Wow, I didn't think it was that old. So we can add that to the collection. So in today's Retro Bollocks, yeah, I thought you cannot talk about retro without the legend that is Zelda. You know, if you've not got Zelda, then there's something seriously wrong. Yeah. But I got this thing, look, this is a beauty. This here is a little SP. It cost me this, cost me 180 quid. But it's a Zelda, special Zelda designed SP. It's a beauty. But it's got like 7 different modes of brightness, so it's a lot brighter than your normal one. But you can just see by the screen there, look at the quality, it's like an iPhone. And there you go, look, niche cap, Zelda. Zelda is, you know, God, it goes back to the day, doesn't it, Zelda? I've got all of them. I've got all, well, most of them. The Minish Cap to me is the best Zelda. Now that's some controversy there. For me, it's the best one. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, Link's Awakening. I've got that there on the Game Boy, the DX version. You know, it's hard to really say which one's the best, but what I enjoyed the most out of them is Minish Cap. It's a great storyline, you know, the little diddy people, and you can shrink down and stuff. It's just quality. No retro collection is complete without the Link to the Past. I've got it on the SNES. I've had it on the Game Boy before, Game Boy Advance, but there's the original look. Bit tattered, but Zelda, it's just, well, you know, everyone knows Zelda, but that game is amazing. But this one's not far behind it, Minish Cap. That's a great Zelda game, another good one. I've got a couple more Zelda games, obviously on the 3DS we've got Ocarina of Time, and then again on the 3DS we have A Link Between Worlds. Obviously Ocarina of Time, when that came out, this is 3D, Ocarina of Time 3D, and when that came out on the N64 back in the day, you know, that just took Zelda to another level in it, like all 3D and really quality. But I prefer the top-down view of Zelda, but this was still good. Listen!
Hey! Listen!
Can't beat Navi in that one. Just can't beat her. But yeah, Zelda as a franchise is brilliant. There's so many Zeldas, isn't there? There's even some Zeldas I've not experienced, you know, like the new Zeldas. I've not played them, which is not right. It needs to be done, doesn't it? I need to play the new Zeldas, but I'm still trapped with the old ones. I can still play Link's Awakening even now. You know, it still holds out. All these Zelda games, because they're just quality. Quality Zelda. You know, you've got to have Zelda in your collection. In some form, we have to have Zelda, don't we? Another game I've got, but it's somewhere in a drawer. I just need to sort out on my retro and get it all out on display. But another one I wanted to talk about was for the Mega Drive, and that is this.
SWAT.
There, our badass cop. If he shoots you, you would turn it into an explosive piece of fire. That's how he rolls. You just fucked that chopper up. Now listen for it.
Mission completed.
SWAT deserves a remake. Another one. Why is SWAT not being remade? It's just not on, is it? I've got a 3DS game here, look. Kirby's Triple Deluxe. If you've not played any Kirby games, I mean, back in the day, Kirby were a good game on the NES. A good franchise. There's loads of titles of Kirby. Loads of different ones. And it says here, look, mild violence. Mild violence? from a Kirby game. What? I don't understand. How can Kirby be violent? Warning, a PG. It's a PG. Look, Kirby PG. Mild violence. Since when did Kirby get violent? I mean, I know he sucks you in his mouth and crushes your organs and stuff. But other than that, Kirby's not violent. Don't care what they say. One more final retro game here. Obvious choice. One of the greatest games ever made. Tetris. Tetris. I mean, it's just addictive, isn't it? It's just a masterpiece. But I do like the DS version here because it has like a Nintendo theme to it. Old school Nintendo feel, so you've got the old Nintendo games tunes going on, and Giant Marios and Donkey Kong, and it's just got that theme to it, and it's highly addictive. But it's Tetris, and it's a classic, and to not cover it in the retro bollocks would be a sin. What's that noise? What is that noise?